Dear reader, I want to start by saying I write about amor, a word that in Portuguese means love. I'm not sure from which time and space these letters will arrive to you. Time for us as artists is not a measure. Past, present and future is just a persistent illusion. I don't care about counting it. I want to grow without ties, limitations, or impositions. I'm living in a time when people had almost stopped to write love letters. Unfortunately, love has lost meaning in recent times. And maybe, looking back to romanticism and colonial crimes, we will find answers and reasons for doing so. We can't forget that the patriarchal structure that incarcerated Mariana Alcoforado in Beja is the same that still affects people around the world today. Not also forgetting that colonialism was responsible for spreading this structure in other parts of this planet. Many people love things, status, and money. From the time when I write you, many people don't believe in truth, not in politics, not in science, and also not in love. The letters I'm writing to you lack sophisticated lyrical resources and lack the precision of notable historical moments, but are enriched by a juxtaposition of references, which seeks to capture in a frame the moment of a complex, complete, and constant feeling of hope in this world. Again, swimming against a tide of certainties, I express my uncertainties. After all, you don't deliberate feelings. You love or hate, as your heart desire. Denis Diderot once said, in general, the more societies are civilized, educated, the less that people are poetic. I would say to Diderot that this is very offensive, and that its poetic nature is unrelated to civility or education. What kills poetry is the alienation of an individualistic world model that denies feelings and experiences. It is how it is. We were so different, and in that difference, looking so dangerous to each other, that if anyone happened to want to calculate in advance how we would behave toward each other, they might suppose that you would crush me underfoot to the point where there would be nothing left of me. I have to say, I'm done with saviors. I'm writing to you from the window where Mariana Alcoforado once wrote. And I write from here because I recognize that we are what we do. Doing that, I also want to bring back memories of one of many women who were almost erased from history. But, different from her, I seek to break through the borders surrounding my existence, allowing myself to transform sadness into hope. European romanticists would say that summer will always come, but my life in the tropics allows me to say that summer is always there somewhere. Hybridization, understood in today's time, positioned me in the opposite direction of nationalistic issues, individual desires, and a society doomed to superficial success. The work is, therefore, to understand that there is no enlightenment without exploitation to the Americas, Africa, Asia, or Middle East. The construction of any cultural identity is hybrids or themselves. And search for a romantic way to perceive cultures has violated many minorities groups around the world, and also in Europe. We must bring back the references of those who were forgotten or stolen. The pieces I put together to search for my references fill me with excitement, because I find hope and strength in them. I live my life with the questions that time brings to me. Maybe later, little by little, without you realizing it, we will be able to leave the answers on a distant day. I wish you to find enough patience in yourself to endure and enough simplicity to believe. In trusting more and more in what is difficult, among other things, I had found myself in my solitude. For the rest, I just let life happen. Love brought something exceptional into my life. And that's why I'm sharing these letters with you. And when I say love, I'm not focusing on you only, my reader. I also mean in other spheres of life. Family, friends, work, and ways to deal with struggles in this world. We need love. Looking out of the window that separates me from you, I think of the novels. Alcoforado's letters in the 16th century, the Enlightenment novelists of the 18th centuries, the love poems of the 19th century, and the chaos that was the world in the 20th century. History fills me with doubts about my future and the future of our species on this planet, especially when past colonial logics is still the ones that runs the world we live in now. Maybe you don't know me yet, but I am a blind author. While I walk, I interrupt the city, which does not even exist in its emptiness, and look more like a dark cell. Shadows of expectations, as in thorns, scratch me without noticing. Like the smell, I can only feel it. I write to you with the wish that these letters find my most faithful confidant, the one who can extract from my memories the remains of someone who had already died some time ago, and who, tired of the frailties of life, had decided to float on the high waves that leads to nowhere. Writing these letters to you, I am reinventing myself. I claim my time and space. Destiny does not come from outside. It emerges from ourselves. When these letters reach you, I want you to know that I will be in this window, not just waiting, but being part of the revolution that is bringing these walls down. That's it for now. Stay safe. XO, XO.